Now at 5, it is Election Day in America. Polls in Ohio will be closing in 2.5 hours, and then the results will start coming in for this 2024 election. So thank you so much for being here with us. I'm Katie Houston.
A busy night. I'm Damon Maloney. Now, even before Election Day, more than 2.5 million Ohioans cast their vote early. Polls opened this morning at 6:30. They close tonight at 7:30. And News 5 has gotten reports of long lines and issues with some scanners throughout the day. And our Jonathan Walsh has been checking into all of those issues. He's part of our team coverage this evening with our reporters focusing on a number of things: the local races, election safety, and everything in between.
Yeah, we got the crew ready to go for you, though. But we want to start with News 5's John Kosick, who joins us now from Parma Heights with a look at what has been a busy day, John, at the polling places across our region.
Katie and Damon, the level of physical activity that we are seeing at the polling places is unlike anything that we have seen really in decades. I remember we had lines back in 2004 in that presidential election, but that was before early voting, and it wasn't anything like this. We're here at the Parma Heights Baptist Church. Check this out. This line, I stopped counting at 200. Okay, this line stretches around the corner here. People waiting in line to get in to vote in this presidential and Senate election. Now, turnout right now in Cuyahoga County as a whole is 56%, 55% here in Parma Heights, but it's not for a lack of trying, as you can see. Now, that's below where we were 4 years ago at this time. That's only because we had so many people vote early in 2020, especially by mail in the pandemic. Now, people that this year are actually physically showing up at the polling locations. Now, traditionally, turnout statewide is in the 70 to 72% range. In a presidential, we had 74% in 2020. Now, combine the shift of people who voted early now voting on Election Day and the fact that we have a 3-page ballot, and that has led to these delays. Because it's a 3-page ballot, people are taking longer at the stalls to go over the 6 sides, which is causing a backup, and then that's an extra page that has to go through the scanner. Now, as a result, that adds time to how many people you can get through, while also putting an extra workload on those scanners itself. There have been some issues reported related to that, and our Jonathan Walsh has been following up on those, and we'll have the latest at 5:30. Now, polls, of course, are open until 7:30 tonight. If you are in line at 7:30, which it looks like many people may be, and based on the volume we're seeing, that's likely going to be the case, you will be able to vote. Now, around 8 o'clock, we will get the first wave of results that come in. They are those early votes from either in-person or vote-by-mail ballots, and that gives us a first indication about a third of the vote overall. Usually in the past, these trended Democratic because they took part in early voting at a greater level. Well, this year, we saw Republicans really kind of equal that out. So we're going to see more of an equal number when those numbers come out. But because of the fact that we have so many people voting in person and the polls could be open a little bit later, look for us to find out later in the night who the winners are in some of these races, because it takes time to close the polls down and get all the election information back to the 88 county boards of elections so they can enter it in and get the results to us. But this is an incredible sight here in Parma Heights. Reporting live in Parma Heights, John Kosick, News 5.
Yeah, big turnout. Everybody looks like they are in good spirits there too. John, thank you so much. And a reminder, if you are experiencing any polling issues today, reach out to us here at News 5. On your screen is the phone number that you can call. You can also send us an email to our News Tips email line as well. And investigator Jonathan Walsh will be checking in with him in just a little bit. He was out today looking into problems that we heard about. So again, his story coming up at 5:30.